Hey guys, I ran across a couple of apps that I thought you may enjoy, and so I'm sending you a quick little video of an outline of what they are. Today we're going to be working with this piece of art called the hallucinogenic Toreador. I chose it for two reasons. Number one, it's one of the only pieces of art that I know anything about, and two, it just has a lot of stuff going on, and so it may be conducive to this piece that I'm sharing with you. The two pieces of software that I'm going to be talking about today are both they both hide parts of your screen, and what I envision it doing is it's going to force your students to analyze just little bits of a painting at a time, so that you guys can only look at a little bit and see how small parts contribute to the whole. So the first one we're going to be talking about is called TunnelVision. You can go to www.kakos.com/TunnelVision, or you can just Google TunnelVision app and it should work as well. You can go down here. This is where you download it. TunnelVision vo.02. It's just version 0.2. You click it and you run it, and it should be pretty easy. The next one is called Blackout. And this one's on download.com. You can search Blackout right there, and it should be the first thing that pops up. They're both free. They're both pretty easy to install. They're both pretty easy to use. And they're both very similar, but they do have a couple of distinguishing features. The first one we're going to be talking about is this TunnelVision. It automatically installs down here in your toolbar down here. If you don't see it down there, then maybe click this arrow and you should see it here. It looks like just gray and black concentric circles. The way to use it is pretty easy. You right click here and you click Enable Tunnel Vision, and you'll see what happens is it turns your screen completely black except for a little portion around your cursor that allows you to just show little portions. And so if you only wanted to show this Venus de Milo head, then you could do that. If you only wanted to show the little boy, where's the little boy? The little boy down there. If you only wanted to show the bull's head or the little colors or something like that, then you can do that. Basically, it just forces kids to only see what you want them to see and you can move around with your mouse. In order to turn it off, it's pretty easy. You just go back to that same little part on the right side. You find the little the concentric circles. You right click it and you uncheck it, and it'll bring you back. You can also customize the app a little bit by right-clicking on it and clicking Configure Tunnel Vision. And what that'll do is it will you can change the diameter of the circle. So just for fun, I'll show you what it looks like if it's 30%. You'll see that it's a lot bigger. Here is this. So you can see if you wanted to look at the Toreador himself, the face or something, then you can do that. Maybe a little bit easier than the small one. You can also, I'll turn it off. You can also change it from a rectangle or from a circle to a square to a rectangle. That's pretty easy. You can change the background color so it doesn't have to be just black. It doesn't black out the screen. You can change it to white or green or whatever, and that's fine too. The other thing that you can do, and I don't know what the point is really, but you can try to insert an image instead of a background. So here I have like a black and white tile like image. And you can stretch it, or you can center it, or you can tile it. I'm going to tile it. That just basically means that it's going to repeat over and over again. And I'll change it back to 10%. That's usually going to be the default. And we'll see what happens when I do that. You can kind of see it's kind of hurts your head a little bit, maybe a little bit. But you're welcome to kind of play around with that if you want to. It's basically the same type of thing. We're going to disable this because it's giving me a headache. So that is Tunnel Vision. It's pretty easy to use. The other one that I'm going to show you guys is Blackout. Blackout is just a program that you once you run it, it'll be there on your desktop. It'll be right where did we put it? Right here. It kind of has this icon with the arrows pointing diagonally. I just dragged it and pinned it down here to my desktop down here. Or to my taskbar. You can put it down there if you want to. So I'll show you guys what Blackout looks like. Blackout is going to just put borders around what you want, and then you can just kind of click and drag the borders to where you want them to be, just like this. So if you wanted to just look at the Venus de Milo, maybe you could do that, or just the face of the Venus de Milo, or you wanted to just look at, the Toreador's face, then you can do that just by clicking and dragging the thing. If you've ever worked with smartboard software, then it has a similar function. But if you don't have smartboard software on your computer, then this is a way around it. To get out of the black screen, I just click Escape twice, and it completely gets out of it. The other thing that you can do is, if you wanted to do blackout and you right-click the black screen, you can change the colors from black to gray to silver to white. So if we wanted to go white, then we can do it that way. If we wanted to go silver, then we can do that. The other thing that you can do is you can do single covers instead of a huge frame. So instead of these things that you click and drag, you'll get 4 individual boxes that you can cover different parts of the screen with. So you can cover this part and that part, and you can also change the size of these boxes too if you want to. So depending on what you would want to do, you may want the borders that you drag or the individual boxes that you drag. Either one would work. Like I said, the way that I envision this is by teaching analysis. The way that I always learned how to analyze something is just to look at the parts and see how all those parts contribute to the whole. And if you figure out, all right, what is, let's bring it back. If we're only looking at, just the lady in the top, well, how does that contribute to the whole painting? If we're only looking at the I don't even know what this guy is. This guy right here, what is he? How does he contribute to the painting? But there are a lot of fun ways that you can use this, talking about perspective and talking about light and that kind of stuff. It may be a useful tool for you. They're both free. They're both easy to use. And if you do have any questions about it or want any help with working them, then feel free to stop by my office or email me. I'd be happy to help you guys out. Thanks a lot.